Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. The next part of Hikmah number 211, Amirul Mu'mineen says, وَمِنَ التَّوْفِيقِ حِفْظُ التَّجْرِبَةِ. The greatest tawfiq, the greatest opportunity is to learn from the experience of others. People have gone through certain situations in life, certain cycles, certain experiences within their life. The best opportunity that I have, the best way to capitalize and learn for myself is to learn from their experiences. In fact, in the letter that Amirul Mu'mineen writes to Malik al-Ashtar, when he advises him about choosing his governors and those that are working for him, Amirul Mu'mineen says to him, Malik, make sure those who you appoint to certain positions within your government possess 4 characteristics. The first characteristic is that make sure you find someone with experience, not someone who's just randomly wanting the position, but look for someone who has some level of experience within this field. The second thing he says, look for someone with haya, with shame, with bashfulness. The third is make sure that that individual is from a good, God-fearing family. And the fourth is that make sure that he has a good history within Islam, a deep, entrenched connection to Islam. The best opportunity that an individual can be given is to learn from the experiences of others. As we've explained in previous episodes of this hikmah, we've said that there are those who rely solely upon themselves and don't want to take advice from others. And that's a one-way street towards destruction. An individual who seeks to learn from others will always be successful. The next thing Amirul Mu'mineen says, he says, وَالْمَوَدَّةُ قَرَابَةٌ مُسْتَفَادَةٌ. He says the best kinship is the one of a good friend. The best relationship is the one of a good friend. We have many narrations that talk about friends. Narrations that say a man is on the religion of his friends. Many people will be dragged to hell on the day of judgment, and they will call out, oh, how I wish I hadn't taken this person to be my friend. Because of this person today, I'm being dragged to hell. Imam Sadiq salawatullah wa salamuhu alayhi, he says look for certain characteristics. In 2 separate narrations, he talks about 2 sets of characteristics. In this first narration, he says make sure you choose your friends based upon 2 things. The first is look for one who preserves his salah, maintains his salah. And the second one is look for a friend who does good to his friends when they are in ease and in difficulty. He doesn't care whether his friend is in ease or difficulty. He will make sure that he's always there to do good for them. Or in another narration, he says, look for 3 characteristics. The first is haya. Make sure that he has this bashfulness, this shame within him. The next characteristic, he says, aman. Make sure that this person is trustworthy. And the final characteristic is the one of truthfulness. If you're looking for a friend, the one that you can form a family-like bond with, then look for these characteristics. And in the last part of this hikmah, Amirul Mu'mineen says, don't trust the one who is aggrieved. A person that is gripped with grief, don't trust their judgment, don't trust their advice, because they're already distracted by various other things within their life. And so as a result, they won't be able to give you the best advice, nor will they be someone that is reliable, because they've got so much going on in their life. In one of the tafasir of Nahjul Balagha, Shushtarī, he writes that one of the main reasons for why the Battle of Siffin ended so abruptly and in the way that it did is because of the grief and the tiredness that was felt by the soldiers of Amirul Mu'mineen. This was a very long battle. And so it had taken a massive toll on the soldiers. So when it came to the point of, as soon as this Quran is raised on the spear, they were ready to call it quits, because they had already suffered so much and it was so tiring on them that they were willing to then even turn against Amirul Mu'mineen himself, not listen to any sort of reason. And so as a result of their grief, they chose not to listen to the voice of reason, the voice of the Hujjah of Allah, and they turned against him. The last piece of advice that Amirul Mu'mineen gives us in Hikmah number 211 is, do not trust the one that is aggrieved or crippled with grief. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.